Welcome friends. Now we are going to discuss important multiple choice questions on shares and dividends. So let us start with first question, and it says the initial investment made by owner in his business is known as, and here options are shares, profit, deposits, capital. See, the initial investment made by owner in his business is known as capital. So here option D is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, and it says capital of a company is known as, and options are company capital, share capital, corporate capital, business capital. See friends, as company issues shares to general public, the capital of company is called share capital. So here option B is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, and next question says the total capital of a company is divided into small units of equal value, which are known as. See, the statement says the total capital of a company is divided into small units of equal value. So, those small units of equal value are known as. Here options are fractions, shares, unit, debentures. So we know that the share capital of the company is divided into small units which are known as shares. So here option B is the right answer. Let us move on the next question friends, and it says share is a dash part of the share capital of the company, and here options are equal, smallest, biggest, greatest. So in previous question itself we discussed that share is a smallest part of the share capital of the company. So here option B is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, and next question says return earned by shareholder is called, and here options are interest, dividend, commission, brokerage. See, return earned by shareholder, it means when you buy shares of a company you get dividend. So here option B is the right answer. In previous video we have discussed that the return earned on the deposits is interest, but return earned on the shares by shareholder is dividend. So here option B is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, and it says dividend is declared on. So the question asks us about the declaration of dividend, and dividend is declared on market value, cash value, fair value, or face value. See friends, dividend is always declared on its face value. Okay, face value is the original price of shares at which shares are generally issued, or the price is mentioned on the share certificate. But for this question dividend is declared on face value. So here option D is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, and next question says the rate of dividend on dash shares is not fixed. It means the rate of dividend is not fixed, it fluctuates, right? And here options are equity shares, preference shares, fixed shares, and cumulative shares. See friends, here the question or statement says the rate of dividend on dash shares is not fixed. So here I would like to tell you that the rate of dividend on equity shares is not fixed. So here option A is the right answer, right? Rate on dividend on equity shares get fluctuates, it depends on the profit of the company, but rate of dividend on preference shares is fixed. So here uh, uh, you you can see that the main or uh, broadly shares are classified into equity shares and preference shares. So here in this question, we can see that both types of shares, that is equity shares and preference shares. So rate of dividend on equity shares is not fixed, but rate of dividend on preference shares is fixed, right? Specifically for this question number 7, the rate of dividend on equity shares is not fixed. So here option A is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, and it says equity shares are also known as dash shares, and options are simple, ordinary, additional, preferred. See, equity shares are also known as ordinary shares. So here option B is the right answer. Let us move on the next question friends, and next question says the rate of dividend on dash is fixed, and here options are equity shares, preference shares, debentures, cumulative shares. See friends, we have discussed earlier that the rate of dividend on preference shares is fixed. So here option B is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, and it asks us which of the following is not the type of preference shares. See, we have discussed that there are mainly two types of shares, equity shares and preference shares. But preference shares are further classified into 8 categories. Okay, so this question number 10 is basically on that. Here options are cumulative preference shares, convertible preference shares, participative preference shares, and bearer preference shares. See, friends, question asks us which of the following is not the type of preference shares, and uh, the option D, that is bearer preference shares. This is not the type of preference shares. Okay, all other option, that is cumulative preference shares, yes, there are preference shares that which are known as cumulative preference shares and non-cumulative. Similarly, there are convertible preference shares and non-convertible preference shares. Again, there are participative preference shares and non-participative. But the bearer preference shares is not the type of preference shares. So here option D is the right answer for this question. Let us move on the next question, and next question says dash shares are converted into equity shares after certain time. So which shares are converted into equity shares? Here options are cumulative preference shares, participative preference shares, redeemable preference shares, and convertible preference shares. See, friends, here all the types of preference shares can be seen in this question. Here I would like to tell you this additional information. See, first, cumulative preference shares, non-cumulative preference shares. These are the two types. Then participative preference shares, non-participative. Again, 2 plus 2, 4 types. Okay. Then redeemable preference shares, irredeemable, 6. Then convertible preference shares, non-convertible preference shares. So these 8 are the types of preference shares. These There are 8 types of preference shares basically, right? Uh, Now come to this question. The question says that shares are converted into equity shares. So option D, that is convertible preference shares are convertible. Here word itself gives us a clue that which shares can be converted. So obviously convertible preference shares can be converted into equity shares. So here option D is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, and next question says on dash shares dividend gets accumulated if it is not paid, and options are participative preference shares, convertible preference shares, cumulative preference shares, redeemable. See, now dividend gets accumulated, so these shares are cumulative preference shares, or on cumulative preference shares dividend get accumulate if it is not paid in any year. Okay, so the cumulative preference shareholder have right to get that arrears in future years, right? So here in the question number 11 and 12, you can observe all 8 types of the preference shares are here. Basically the both the questions are on the types of preference shares, right? So on cumulative preference shares dividend gets accumulated. So for question number 12, option C is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, and next question says the bonus shares are issued at. Options are discount, free of cost, premium, market price. See friends, the bonus shares are issued by company to its existing shareholders at free of cost. So here option B is the right answer. Here question can be asked in another way, like that the bonus shares are issued to new shareholders, debenture holders, I say, like these options can be there. So here just keep in mind that bonus shares are always issued to existing shareholders. Okay, bonus shares are issued to those shareholders who are already shareholder of the company, and those bonus shares are issued free of cost. So here option B is the right answer for question number 13. Let us move on the next question, and next question asks us calculate the amount of dividend on 1000 shares of rupees 50 each at the rate of 12%. See, the question is on the calculation of dividends. Here, friends, read the sentence carefully. Calculate the amount of dividend on 1000 shares. So there are 1000 shares of rupees 50 each. It means the face value of share is rupees 50. Here face value is not 100, and the rate of dividend is 12%. So here we can calculate the amount of dividend. Here, friends, see, as the face value of share is rupees 50, so on 50 rupees shareholder will get dividend at 12%. It means suppose there is a person who has only one share of this company, okay, then he will get dividend at 12% on rupees 50. Okay, so we know that 12% of 100 rupees 100 is 100, and 12% of rupees 50 is 6 rupees basically, right? 12% on 50, it will be 6 rupees. So it means the shareholder will get 6 rupees per share as a dividend, right? So now you can easily calculate the amount of dividend, right? 6 rupees per share. And now in this question, the uh, question says that the person has, or we have to calculate the amount of dividend on 1000 shares. So there are 1000 shares, and the dividend on each share is rupees 6. So 1000 multiplied by 6, that will be our answer, right? Here most of the students get confused that the rate of dividend can be directly 12% on 1000. No, it is not like that. The rate of dividend is 12% on the face value of shares, right? So face value is rupees 50, so 12% on 50, it is rupees 6 per share. And here 1000 shares are there, so here was 6 multiplied by 1000, so here option C is the right answer, right? Rupees 6000 will be dividend on 1000 shares at rupees 12%, right? Let us move on the next question, friends. And next question is also on the calculation of dividend. A person invested rupees 20,000 in 10% shares. See, in 10% shares, it means it is a rate of dividend. The rate of dividend on this share is 10%, and shares at 125. See friends, at 125 means the person has bought the shares at rupees 125 each. Okay, and this is basically market value of shares, because he is purchasing na, a person invested 20,000 in 10% shares at 125. So he invested 20,000 at 10% set, each share he bought for rupees 125. Calculate the amount of dividend. And here options are 2000, 1200, 50, 2500, 1000. See friends, here I would like to show you how to calculate the dividend in these cases, specifically when the face value is not given and directly the market price is given. So here 125 rupees is the market value or market price of the shares, and the person has invested 20,000. So first here we have to calculate the number of shares. Okay, and for that we can use this formula: number of shares is equal to total investment divided by market price of share. So here in this question, a person has invested 20,000, so 20,000 divided by 125, so 160. These are the total number of shares. Okay, total number of shares will be 160. It means person will get 160 shares of the company, right? And uh, see here you can calculate like with the use of using calculator. Here I would suggest you just stop the video, calculate the amount so that you can understand how the calculation are done. Here we have to divide 20,000 by 125 rupees. Why 120? Because the price of share is 125 rupees. So here you can see on the screen that 20,000 divided by 125 gives us 160. So basically the number of shares are 160, right? And now the rate of dividend is 10%. As I already mentioned that the rate of dividend is always calculated on the face value of shares. And here in this question, the as the face value is not given, we have to assume the face value of shares as rupees 100. Here at the bottom of the slide I have given the note that if the face value of shares or debenture is not given, it is to be taken as rupees 100. Always, if the face value is not given in the question, we have to assume it as rupees, or we have to take it as rupees 100, right? So here face value is 100 rupees, and now number of shares are 160. So 160 multiplied by 10. Why multiplied by 10? Because the rate of dividend is 10. It means 10 rupees for one share, because face value is 100 rupees. So 10% of 100 is 10. It means a person will get rupees 10 as a dividend on each shares. And here he now he has 160 shares, 160 shares. So 160 multiplied by 10, it is 1600. So here option D is the right answer. Friends, here uh, you should learn this question properly, or you should understand the step, because these types of questions can be asked on this topic, shares and dividend. Basically, simply the question can be asked like that: a person invested rupees 20,000 in 10% shares at 125. Calculate the number of shares. Okay, so to calculate the number of shares, here we have to divide total investment by the market price of shares, right? So now I hope this explanation is useful to you. If you think that the explanation in this form is useful, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, let us move on the next question, friends. And next question says total share capital of a company is rupees 20 lakh and the face value of share is rupees 100 each. Calculate the number of shares. Here, friends, this is also one of the important question. Okay, these types of questions can be asked on this topic. So here the total capital of a company is rupees 20 lakh and the face value of shares is rupees 100 each. Here we have to calculate the number of shares. This question is very simple here, right? Because we can calculate the number of shares easily, basically by dividing face value by dividing total capital by face value. So 20,000 divided by 100, it will give us number of shares. Here at the bottom you can see the calculation: total share capital divided by face value share of shares. So here total capital is 20 lakh divided by 100. So here number of shares are 20,000, right? The total share capital of a company is 2 lakh and the face value of shares is rupees 100 each. Calculate the total number of shares. So total number of shares are 20,000. Here, friends, by mistake I haven't given the right option here. Let me correct it. Now see, I have corrected it. So here options are 4,000, 8,000, 10,500, and 20,000. So here we have to calculate the number of shares. So as we have already calculated, the number of shares are 20,000. So here option D is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, friends. And next question says, state whether the statement is true or false. And statement is face value of every share is always rupees 100. See, friends, read the statement carefully. Statement says face value of every share is always rupees 100. It cannot be always rupees 100, right? So because of this statement is false. We have discussed that if the face value is not given in the question, we have to take it as rupees 100. Okay, but it is not possible that is the face value of every share is rupees 100, right? So for this question this statement is false. So here option B is the right answer. Let us move on the next statement. And here also we have to state whether the statement is true or false. Statement says face value of shares is called nominal value. Right, friends, face value of shares is also called nominal value. So this statement is true. So here option A is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, friends. And next question says the place or system where securities are bought and sold is. And options are market, stock exchange, financial system, all of the above. See, friends, the basically the place or system where securities means shares, debentures, bonds. The term securities is used for shares, debentures, and bonds collectively, right? So question asks us the place or system where securities are bought and sold. It is basically stock exchange. So here option B is the right answer. Here I would like to mention one thing, friends. Some of my friends have commented that please make short videos. But see, friends, if you want proper explanation and if you want to understand the concept properly, so I think the some explanation is necessary. So that's why uh, I cannot reduce the time of video. much. Okay, so for here question number 19, option B is the right answer. That is the place or system where securities are bought and sold is stock exchange. Let us move on the next question, and next question says when shares are issued at a price which is less than its face value, the issue is called at, and here options are par, discount, premium, free. See, when shares are issued at a price which is less than its face value. So basically, if the issue price is less than its face value, the issue is called issue at discount. So here option B is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, friends. Next question says the price of shares which is mentioned on share certificate is called, the price of shares which is mentioned on share certificate is called its face value. Okay, because market value it prevails in the market, and the face value it is given on the share certificate. Here friends, I would like to ask very interesting question that here you must be aware about the one of the biggest IT company in India, that is TCS, Tata Consultancy Services. So here in the comment section, you have to comment the face value of TCS. Okay, so you can calculate you can know the market value of TCS easily. It is nearly 3,700 for one share. Okay, but here you have to tell me what is the face value of TCS share, that is Tata Consultancy shares, टाटा कंसल्टेंसी लिमिटेड ये कंपनी है, इस कंपनी के शेयर की प्राइस क्या है ये आपको कमेंट सेक्शन में बताना है. ओके, फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन द प्राइस ऑफ शेयर्स व्हिच इज मेंशन ऑन शेयर सर्टिफिकेट इज कॉल्ड face value. So here option C is the right answer. Let us move on the next question. And next question says the price at which shares are bought and sold on exchange is called. So at which shares are bought and sold, it is basically market value or market price. So here option A is the right answer. Here I would like to stop now, friends. If you have any question related to this topic, please let me know in the comment section. And friends, I would love to tell you more about the share market. If you are interested to know about the share market and how to invest in share market, and what are the ways of investing in share market, and what are the risk and rewards, so please let me know in the comment section about that. I will definitely make the video on this very interesting topic, right? So here I would like to stop. Friends, make sure that you have subscribed the channel and like this video. Thank you.